And our final section, Section 5, Mixing for the Cosmos, the final audio polish. Okay, so this is where we make sure all those meticulously chosen layers sit perfectly together without fighting for attention or, worst of all, clipping and distorting. But before we even touch the volume levels, let's talk about flow. There's this absolutely essential editing trick using the J-cut and the L-cut. A J-cut is when the audio from the next scene starts playing before the visual actually cuts over. An L-cut is the opposite, when the audio from the previous scene lingers a bit after the visual has already changed. These techniques seamlessly bridge the gap between different environments, completely hiding your edits and making the whole explainer feel incredibly smooth. You can also use audio effects to literally manipulate reality. For example, reverb creates a sense of space. It can take a totally dry vocal and make it sound like you're standing in a massive, echoing cavern. EQ, or equalization, is basically your sculptor's tool. A high-pass filter cuts out all those low, muddy frequencies from your music to create room so your voiceover can punch through clearly. On the flip side, a low-pass filter cuts the highs, which is a really neat trick if you want to mimic audio coming from a muffled phone speaker. You are quite literally physically placing sounds into the environment you've created. Think back to the 1977 Voyager Golden Record for a second. That thing was a total masterpiece of mixing. It carried 116 analog images, greetings in 55 different languages, the sounds of Earth, and 90 minutes of music all packed onto a 12-inch copper disc. It somehow balanced a massive variety of humanity's sounds into one completely cohesive mix. When you sit down to mix your own explainer, you're doing the exact same thing, balancing dialogue, music, and effects perfectly to represent your unique message to the world. And wow, that brings us to the end of our journey. You've gathered the gear, you've edited out all the static, layered your Foley and music, and mixed it all down to a pristine, crystal clear signal. Your voice is finally mixed and ready for the universe. So I just have to ask you, what will you say? Take these skills, step right up to the mic, and start creating your own cosmic broadcasts. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep creating, and I'll catch you next time.